Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Bella Crafts Live. How's everybody doing today? I was popping over real quick to Instagram to see if I managed to pull that off, but apparently not. And that's all right. I'll deal with it next week. Next week. Okay, so for those of you that are watching for the very first time, my name is Lisa Rojas, and I am co-owner of Bella Crafts Publishing. We publish a free craft magazine that comes out 4 times a year. Spring just came out. It's beautiful. It's got some really gorgeous projects in there. So I would love for you guys to check that out. Now, I don't have Anne with me today. And hang on a second, guys, because I don't even see me popping up. Oh boy. Such is fun with, yeah. All right, there it is. Okay, finally. Hi, Brenda. Okay, so sorry about that little sidetracked, little glitchy thing going on over here. So I needed to take care of that real quick. Anyways, our spring issue is out, and all you need to do is go over to our website at bellacraftspublishing.com, and you'll see at the very top it'll say Bella Crafts free or something like that about the magazine, but you'll see it. So you just want to click on that and then put your email in, and it comes right to your inbox every time a new issue comes out. So for today, though, Anne is not with me today because she's traveling home from the show. She just finished up with the NAMTA show up in, I think she was in Seattle. She's on my coast. So I know that she is traveling, but she will be back next week. So I will put links and stuff in when I'm finished. So you guys, if you have questions or whatever, especially those of you that are watching, for the very first time, I'll put some links in so you'll be able to know exactly what I'm talking about. So, hi, Isabel. Hi, Diana. Hi, Becca. Okay, how are you guys? It's great to see you guys. So I'm all right, I really need to explain this I'm gonna say it really fast. I'm a little bit off today. Last week I couldn't do my live because my puppy was really sick, or my dog, she was 11. And Monday she's not with us anymore. So I'm really struggling with it this week. So I'm going to get through this without blubbering like an idiot, because y'all don't need to be seeing that. And I'm going to show you this really cool new tool from Pear Blossom Press. This thing is so easy to use. It's so fun. It's just, it makes your layering. If you have issues with getting things on straight like I do, because I'm really bad about that. I always say I can't draw a straight line, with a ruler. I mean, I'm really bad. I'm really bad. So this works out perfect for doing layers. And I'm going to show it to you, and I'm very excited. Hi, Jeannie. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Yeah, she fought hard. She fought very, very hard, but she just didn't quite make it. So a lot of adjusting going on in my house. My other Doxy, Ruby, she's a little lost because, that was her sister, and, they were always together. So she's a little lost too. So anyways, no more sadness, you guys. She's in heaven and she's happy and she's running around like the crazy wiener dog that she was. So I want to show you how to use this really cool tool. And the cards that I'm going to show you today, super quick and easy to do. There's, no muss, no fuss, not my usual you know, how I'm usually doing interactive or something like that. Yeah, none of that this time. I just wanted to do some simple cards that you guys could do quick, but still has a little bit of a twist, right? A little bit of a twist. Y'all know me better than I had to throw in a little something there. So I am going to switch my camera and we're going to get started. Okay. All right, you guys. So let's do this. It will be so much fun. All right, there we go. Okay, so first, let me show you this cool tool that I'm talking about. Okay, so this is it. This simple little gadget right here will make your layering so much easier, you guys. Oh my goodness. You are going to, yeah, you are definitely going to want one. I'm telling you right now. It is super, super fun. So let me show you real quick what it's about. Okay. So as you can see, it's acrylic, it's very lightweight, and you have to wear, well, let me show you the cards that, okay. So here's one of the cards that I created with it. And you can use this. You'll see that you can do a landscape like I've done here because it's got the perfect 5.5. And then you can flip it and to your portrait, and that's going to give you your 4.25, right? Okay, so very, very cool. So on each of these, you've got the 0 on either side, which gives you the centering. Now, I love that because for the simple fact that, okay, for instance, with my card here, right? Okay, so I'm going to put this in here. And as you can see, it's got the 0 right there. Okay, so that tells me that's the center of my card. Now, when I was doing this, I was like, oh man, that is perfect because then I can just take my little die cut here, lay it down to where my center is, and just do a little pencil mark, and I know exactly where to put it. Okay, so that's one of the cool things that I love on it. You'll also notice that it's got little pink dots. Okay, I'm going to bring this down just a bit. Whoops, wrong way. All right, let's go this way. Here we go. Okay, so you'll notice it's got pink dots on it. The pink dots are marked for thirds. Okay, so you've got your inches, but you've also got markings for thirds, which is very, very cool. Now, the other thing that I love about this is that it also has the thing with the border, for your borders, right? Okay, so you've got 3/8 of an inch on this side and a 1/2 inch on this side, and that's how you're going to layer your stuff. So let me show you because it's easier for you to see it than for me to try to explain it because, you know, my brain's not quite in gear today. But it is so simple to use. You guys are going to love it. Okay, so first, let me show you the cards that I created. Super quick, super easy to do, like I said, but with a little bit of a twist. Okay, so you see this here, and then you can pop this, and then you've just got a really cute little, you know, just a little added little thing on the inside. And then this is going to keep it closed. So super, super easy. Same thing with this one because I did a landscape and also a portrait. So this one, you're going to pop it this way, and then you've got your saying and everything on the inside. And then this is also your enclosure, right? Very, very cool. So super easy to make, you guys. Super, super easy. So let me get started. Now, I am going to have to do a little bit of die cutting. So I'm going to pop over to my machine when I need to do that. But first of all, let me show you what we're doing here. Okay. So for this card, all right, the dies that I used. Okay, so what you're going to need for this is your cardstock. Okay, and of course, this is an A2 size. So you want to make sure that you do it. Well, this is landscape, so you want to do it 5.5 by 4.25. So you've got your cardstock here, your yellow, and then also just the top layer on top. I did not do any layering on this. I just slapped it on the front of my card. All right. So pattern paper, and then also another piece of pattern paper that I'm going to show you so you can see how to use the cool tool. And then this is going to go on your inside. All right. And then to finish it off, I die cut this super cute little oval out and stamped it with my black Gina K. And then for this, for my little holder, my enclosure holder, I guess, yellow cardstock, and then I just die cut a piece of pattern paper out, and then I trimmed it, and I'll show you what I mean when we get started. Okay, so for these, now I use dies that I've had in my collection. The only thing that you need to do either one of these cards are borders. Okay. So you'll need borders for each one. These happen to be Stampendous. I've had them for a very long time. I absolutely love them. So you're going to need borders. And then also you're going to need your dies. Okay. Because this is what's going to cut your opening in your card. These are from Sizzix. I've had them also for a really long time. I couldn't tell you how long because it's been that long. But basically, you just need a die to open up your center for your, for this. I told you guys, it's worse today than normal. Oh, all right. So what we're going to do, I'm going to scooch this over here for now. And then what we're going to do, I'm going to take my card. And as I said, this is done in landscape. Okay, now let me show you how easy this is to use. Okay, so like I showed you, you saw this where you could just line this up and it's going to give you your landscape at 5.5. And then you've got your 0 for your center, which is cool. And then for this one, I did a 1/2 inch border. Okay, I did a 1/2 inch border. So what you're going to want to do is cut your second piece of pattern paper a 1/4 inch, or I'm sorry, a 1/2 inch smaller. I'm going to give you all the details when I do the blog post on Sunday. You'll have all of that in there for you, so you'll know exactly, what you need and all the links and everything like that. Okay, so what you're going to do now to layer this is you're going to take your T-square, and right here it's got grooves in it, right there. I don't know if you guys can see that really well. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so there's grooves in there. So to do your layers, what you're going to do, because I did a 1/2 inch for this one, you're going to take your base card here, and you're going to slide that, and that's going to go right into this groove right here. And this is for your 1/2 inch border. All right. So the next we're going to do is just add a little bit of tape on here. Okay. And my paper that I used is glossy, so it's a little slippery. So you got to make sure that you hang on. But what you're going to do is you're going to take this layer and you're going to lay it down right there. All right, there you go. And now you've got a perfect 1/2 inch border all the way around. Now, I will say this. If your paper is crooked, when you start, then that you got to fix that first. Okay. So make sure that your lines are very, very clean. All right. So easy to do. You're going to slide that in just like that and this is, like I said, for the 1/2 inch. and then you lay your paper. That's it. You move it and then you're done. Okay, so now what we're going to do, since we've done this one, I'm going to take my die here and I'm going to bring this back over because, like I said, I want to use that center. Now, I'm trying to do this also with my head being a little bit further away so I don't get my head into my camera. So it's a little harder for me to line up than usual. All right, so I'm going to add a little bit of tape here on my die. And then, as I said, I've got my center right there. So I know that that is where I want my die to go. All right, so I'm going to tape that down. Hopefully, there we go. Okay, and then I'm going to pull this away. I'm going to tape the other side down just to make sure, because we don't want any mishaps. All right, we're going to tape this other side. Okay, and then I'm going to take it over and put it in my Big Shot machine. Now what you want to do is you want to open it because you don't want to cut your base, the back of your card, okay? So you just want to cut through these layers here. So I'm going to put it through my die, or my Big Shot, I mean. Run that through. All right. I might need to run this through one more time. Yeah, with all that layers, with all the layers on there, it's not going to pop up. Well, maybe. All right. We'll run it through again. Better to be safe than sorry. Okay. Now, let me see if that's going to be any better. Whoop. Okay, let's peel this off. Come on, there we go. There. And we got this other layer in here. We're going to peel that off. Okay. Now you can save these pieces too if you want to use them for something else. Or you can use these for your sentiment. I use the different background for my sentiment because I wanted it to be different, right? All right, so let me move my square over here. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to move all this stuff out of my way here. So you're going to take this piece and open up your card here. And you want to make sure that you don't cut your base piece or you want to make sure that you don't cut this piece too long or you won't be able to fold it. All right. So this is, I'll tell you real quick what it is. But again, I am going to put all of the instructions in. So this is about 4 3/4, right? And it's about an inch. Yeah. So about 4 3/4. Oh, I just whacked my head. And then you want to leave a little bit of an edge here, like maybe 1/4 of an inch, because this is what's going to go under this to hold it in place. So you can't put your inside pattern paper down until you put this on first. Okay. So again, because I love that this is in the center and I can see that it's in the center with this little cool dot here. Okay. So then they can just like, yeah, okay. Slide that under and then they can see where my center is. Okay. So then what you want to do is just flip it over, add some tape or glue, and then we're going to add some tape Oh, I need to scoot my, all right, let's try this. We are going to scooch, whoops, wrong way. Again, wrong way. Oh, you guys. All right, there we go. That's a little better. So you can actually see what I'm doing, right? All right, so we're going to add some tape to the back there and put that down. Okay. And then we're going to add this to our base. Now, this is about a 1/4 inch smaller than my A2 size card. Okay. Or maybe even an 1/8. I don't know. You'll have all of the, like I said, all of the measurements will be on the blog. Okay. So you've got your base down. And then what you're going to do, okay, we're going to put that to the side for a second. So then I die cut my circle here, my oval, with some pattern paper and then some white cardstock and where I stamped it, as I told you before. And then I found this is the easiest way to do this. So you're just going to put it on there, make sure that everything is where you want it. And it's going to work okay. There we go. Okay. And then carefully, yeah, I'm just going to eyeball it for this part. We'll do that. Easy. Okay. So we're just going to add a little bit of tape down here. And then add your little center right there. See? Very, 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 very easy to do. And then to finish it, what I did to finish it off, see, it opens nice and pretty. Then I took some of these acrylic dots, I don't know what to call them, and I just added some of those to my card base here, and then also right here onto my little handle. So that's how quick and easy this goes together. It's very, very cool. All right, so we've got that one done. Now let's play with the other one for a minute. Okay, so for this one, same thing. The paper measurements are the same with an exception of this piece, which is your front panel. Let me make sure I have it. There we go. Make sure I got my opening in the right spot. So again, this is for a portrait size, right? Okay, so for my portrait, wrong side. I'm going to do it over here. Okay, I wanted to do a 3/8 of an inch. Okay, so for that, for 3/8 of an inch, you want to cut, for 3/8 of an inch border, you want to cut your pattern paper, this piece, 3/4 of an inch smaller. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So this again is 4.25 by 5.5, and you're going to cut this one 3/4 of an inch smaller. Okay. All right. So again, for the portrait part of it, you're going to slide this in again, just like this. And I like to line my stuff up. I like to make sure that I have everything where it's supposed to be before I start taping or gluing, right? So I always check it first. So this one, I'm going to do that right there. And then I'm going to add a little bit of tape. And just a little tip on this, the center of these cards. When I did mine, and you'll notice with this, I did not add any tape to the center because it was just too much harder to run through my machine. So that's why I just added it around my edges. Okay, so once again, we're going to take our ruler, okay, and then we're going to turn it over. And this is the 3/8 of an inch side. And we're going to set that down. There we go, just like that. And then take your layer. And you want to make sure that you have a hold of your paper pretty good. Okay, and lay that down. And again, you have a perfect 3/8 of an inch border all the way around. I absolutely love this tool. It's so quick, so easy to use. I can't tell you guys how many T-squares I have bought through the years trying to get layers done properly because I'm just not good at doing things straight. This one is fabulous. And I wanted to show you this last week, and then I had to cancel, so I didn't get a chance to show it to you. But Amanda, who owns Pear Blossom Press, she just released this at the show, at the NAMTA show in Seattle. So this is like first for all you guys because it just got released. So wanted to share that. Okay, so now for this one, to finish it off, again, I want to do I'm going to put this here so I know where my center is. And I'm going to do it this way so it'll make it a little bit easier for me to see since my head is, excuse me, in the way. Or my camera, I should say. All right, because I want to find that 0. So you're going to take this die. Okay, and my 0 is right there. So right about there. All right. So now we're going to tape this little guy down. There we go. All right. Whoops. It's not going to help much, is it? All right. That should work. Okay. So again, I'm going to put this through my Big Shot. You want to make sure that you open your card, though, so you don't die cut your back. All right. And again, we're going to plop it through. You know, I really love the Big Shot that's electric, guys. It has done miracles for my hands. All right, so we're going to peel this off. There we go. Pop out that last little piece there. Okay. And then again, we're going to do the same thing that we did for the other card, with an exception is because this is portrait. Okay, because it's portrait. I'm going to open this up. I cut it a little bit longer. All right. So I want to make sure that, okay, that's definitely going to work right where I want it. Okay. And then again, you're just going to leave about 1/4 of an inch here at the end so you can tuck it under. And we're going to do that real quick. Let me flip this over too. All right. And then again, I'm going to lay this in, and I'm just doing this just so I can kind of eyeball it. And actually, I don't really have to eyeball it because I can use my little square here. That's going to, well, for these smaller borders. All right, get in there. Okay, so this one is, again, maybe 1/8 of an inch smaller. All right. There we go. All right, so let me find my middle again. Here we go. So I know that that's my middle. And I'm going to just move that out of the way. And then before I tuck it down for this one, because I'm dealing with a little bit larger of a piece, then I'm going to go ahead and check it one more time just to make sure that I want it. It's going to be where I want it, which it needs to be moved over just a smidge, it looks like. Let's see. Yeah, we want to move it over just a smidge so we make sure that it's in the center there. All right, there, and there we go. Okay, and again, flip it over, and then you can tape that down. And then we're going to add our tape for our bottom piece. There we go. Okay, now I didn't, excuse me, I didn't add anything to the inside of these. So you want to finish this off with, you know, a nice sentiment or something on the inside, or, you know, I did not feel that it needed to have anything different on this side because the cardstock color. So I didn't really worry about the insides other than these pieces, the pieces that go on the inside. And so for this now, we're just going to slide that in. There we go. Okay, and then we go to close it. Do that just like that. Okay, and then again, for this piece, I took the same die that I used for the frame. And then also, because this comes along, this actually was a set, and it comes with the squares and the scallop, and it also comes with the stamps too. So, but like I said, I've had it for a million years. So you guys just use anything that has frames on it. So for this, I just die cut that out in another piece of pattern paper there. And then I stamped on a tan piece of cardstock. There we go. And once again, you're just going to take this and put it some tape down the center here. Make sure that you keep your tape in the area and don't get it on the inside of your card here. You're going to have a mess. And then you just want to lay it down. Okay, there we go. Make sure it's on there really, really nice. And then there you go. You have your inside piece. Isn't that cool? Super easy, but I'm telling you guys, layering with this thing is amazing. So you guys are definitely gonna want to get one of these. I do not know if Amanda has them on her website yet, but I will put a link in for you guys so you'll know where you need to go or whatever. And then for this, to finish this card off, what I did was, again, I added some colored dots, and then the hearts that came out of my die cut here, I just added a couple hearts right to the side there, and that's it. So you can see how quickly both of these cards go, because geez, like not even a half hour, guys. So they go really, really quick, but they are so much fun. You know, I love the fold. I love the, you know, the flappy fold. So just super, super easy to make. And I really hope that you guys give it a try. And I really hope that you get this tool because you are going to love it. Love it. All right. So talk amongst yourselves for just a second while I switch cameras and I get something to drink here real quick. This is where Anna's supposed to come in and start chiming for me, right? It's hard when I don't have my wing lady with me. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Wasn't that fun? Just super easy. And oh, you guys, this thing is a lifesaver. I'm telling you right now. I am never gonna have nasty borders again. Plus, it's so easy to use. I mean, that's the part that I love about it the most, I think, because, back in the day when they first started, putting T-squares and, alignment tools out, some of them were so hard to use that they weren't even worth the trouble. And believe me, I tried all of them. This one, I have to say, it's probably one of the best that I have. So I got rid of my other ones anyways, but I got this one now, so I don't need it anymore. So I hope you guys like it. Thanks for you guys for popping in. Hi, Christy. Hi, Lenine. Okay, who else is here? And Debbie. Hi, Debbie. So yeah, just easy cards that you guys can make. Oh, and before I forget, oh my gosh, this is way important, right? Okay, Amanda from Pear Blossom Press is giving away two $25 gift cards for her shop. Okay, so how do you get in on the giveaway? Because we do a giveaway every single week. And so what you need to do is like, comment, and share my video. Share it with all your friends and your family and, just share it all over the place. And each time you share, you're going to hashtag Bella Crafts. Okay. And when you do that, the computer program that we use, the randomizer, it picks up on that hashtag. So it's just hashtag Bella Crafts, very, very simple. And then you'll be entered to win. And those of you that are watching from YouTube, no worries, because just because I don't see the comments here, I do check YouTube. And if there are comments and you do hashtag, I will definitely pull your name manually and put it in the randomizer for you. Okay, so everybody gets a chance to win. And you have until next Tuesday at midnight Central Time. Okay, so you've got almost a whole week to share your little heart out and possibly win one of those $25 gift certificates. Amanda is amazing. She's always there, giving us good deals and good prizes and stuff. So I hope you guys check her out too. I'll put a link in for her website also for you guys. Okay. All right. So that is it for me today. I made it through without falling my brains out. And I'm not going to start now. So thank you guys so very, very much for joining me. Before I got you guys' messages about my baby. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate the love and, just all of the greatness that you guys always give to me every single week. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Okay. And like I always say, every single week, make sure you take a little time to craft because it's good for your soul. It really is. All right, you guys, I will see you next week. Same time, same place. I'll be here. Yep, I'll be here. All right. Take care until then. Have a great week, you guys. All right. Take care. Bye.